Good evening, everyone. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. I'm your host, Carolan Carey. It's wonderful to have you join me tonight. We have an exciting show planned. I hope that you will enjoy it. We're going to do some crystal ball readings tonight. We have people in the loop already. That's really nice. So I welcome you. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're joining us. Let us know in the comments. Our analytics are showing quite a few places worldwide that we are being shown, and our shows are being broadcast. So we're really happy about that. And I'd like to wish everyone a blessed Passover, blessed Easter this weekend. Let's see, what do we have here with us? If you are joining us on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also contribute to the show. If you wish to do that, you can do that with a super sticker here. On Rumble, you can give us a rant. You can use my Venmo account, which is Carolan-Carey, Carolan-Carey. We are also uploaded to BitChute, the replays. We are on Twitter Live. So hi, Twitter. Hi, Rumble audience. We don't get a chance to say hello to you guys too much. And what else? Let's see. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio for those who are listening. Just about every audio platform. So I hope you'll enjoy. If you're busy driving or working or doing something and catch us listening to the show, that's okay. I will read out any validations that I get. What else? My website is carolancarey.com. You can check that out. This is our new designs on Spreadshirt. This shirt says, life is thorny, bloom anyway. So that's for In the Psychic Flow. And we'll put up the link for the show, for the show shirts, I call them. Every show host has designs. So please check them out. We have t-shirts, hats. What else do we have? Dog bandanas. We have mouse pads, all kinds of things on there. Coffee cups, travel mugs, water bottles, all kinds of things. You can support your individual show that you prefer. And let's see, here it is. It's spreadshirt.com/Goldylocks Productions, Goldylocks with a Y. So that is shop.spreadshirt.com/Goldylocks with a Y Productions. You can check out everything that we have, all new designs on there. And let's see, we also have, I didn't bring my cards here today. We have our Oracle cards. We'll put up the link for that. We have our beautiful Goldylocks Productions Oracle cards. I thought I had them here, but I put them away. They are gorgeous. So if you would like your own set of them, they come in a tin for safekeeping. And let's see, we have that. It's www.makeplayingcards.com/Goldylocks Productions. So please check that out. They are gorgeous. So you can have a helpful spiritual message every day. You can pull your own card. Alrighty, for yourself. So there you go. So thank you for joining us. We have a few people on here. Robert is on here. Ruth is on here. We had winners last week, so that I haven't heard from. We did drawing last week. We did pull 3. Tiffany is 1. She's going to contact me this weekend for her free 15-minute reading that she won last Thursday. Linnell is not on here, but we will remind her. And Ruth, please let me know if you have any time this weekend, tomorrow. You could private message me. I'll be glad to do an appointment for you. Be very happy to do that. One other thing I noticed, as soon as I end the show, now I might have 2 minutes left, and I end the show and I realize I missed somebody in the comments. So it's, if I haven't read you yet, jump up and down. Like, put it in there again, because I might miss you, okay? And we get a lot of people, especially by about 8:30, we're getting kind of full. So if I miss you, it's not intentional. I always miss Melissa. I always end up sending Melissa a little note after the show. And I don't realize I've missed anybody until I end the show. And I end everything, and I'm thinking a second, looking around. I'm like, oh, my God, I forgot Charlie. I forgot this one. Okay. So we have Ruth Saltman on here. Hello, Ruth. Ruth is a show host for Transformational Soul Wednesday evenings, 8 p.m. So Ruth, I owe you a reading. Let me know. We also have Veronica on here, Robert Myers, Kavita. Hi, Kavita. Nice to have everybody. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anybody so far? Good. So I'm sure people are busy this weekend. So we'll see how it goes. And if we have time, I just did, I'm not pleased with it. I did a global predictions. Hi, Melissa. Melissa is our host for tomorrow evening. She is a Joyful Finding Show. Glad to have you with us, Melissa. I was just talking about you when you popped up. That I always miss you and end up sending you a private message. So tonight I see you on here. I'm going to get you so I don't forget. If I do forget you for some reason, please let me know. Even if you join it the following week and say, hey, you missed me last week, I will make it up to you. Okay. Somehow. So it's not intentional. It just happens. What was I saying? Oh, I have something I wanted to read about the crystal ball, the purpose. It would have been good if I had read this, but this is interesting. So let me read this to you. This says, let's see. This is Satin Crystals is the website. And it says how to use a crystal ball, metaphysical and everyday uses for. And a little blurb about the crystal ball. It says the information is most likely coming from their, meaning the user, spiritual connection to their higher self. The crystal ball serves as a vessel between the seer and the higher self. In other words, they are receiving universal knowledge from their subconscious minds. Okay, that's one way to put it. I'll buy that. And there's a lot of information on here. The secrets behind crystal balls. What do crystal balls symbolize? What is their meaning? How to use a crystal ball? So I certainly couldn't teach at this point, although I have done psychic arts classes. I did like 6 weeks, and I did one class where it was, I set up different stations. One was aura reading, one was crystal ball gazing, another one was tarot cards, one was Reiki, healing, sort of like healing energy, feeling energy. Using a pendulum was another station. So I had little stations around the room. And then sometimes I would go into more detail, spend a whole class on each psychic art, which I had never learned, but somehow that was all I could teach. They wouldn't let me teach mediumship, even though I was an active and pretty good medium at the time. They would not let me do it because the minister gets first choice and they make the bucks. So that took care of me, but I'm no longer there. So I can teach you what I want now. So anyway, I had to develop a bunch of classes in the psychic arts because they wouldn't let me teach anything else. So that's what I did. And they were kind of fun. So anyway, so that's the last time I had brought the crystal ball out, and until like 6 months ago. And I just did a global reading the other morning at 4 a.m. I cannot say that it's a particularly good one, but I thought if I don't get this done, I'm not going to do it. And I wonder if it was Monday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday morning. I posted it on Facebook. I did not post it everywhere like I usually do because I wasn't thrilled with it. So if I can do one, and of course this would be, the disclaimer is, this is for entertainment purposes only, and everything is allegedly, right? If I have time with the readings tonight, if we finish the readings, I will look at a censored kind of version of it because we're on YouTube. If I can get like a part 2, I'd say I might do a part 2. Let me take another look at global events now that we know what we know, right? So there we go. So let's see. Who should we go with first? I guess we'll go with Robert. He is always first. He is very patiently waiting. Thank you, Robert. I am not doing any cards tonight. I'm just going to do crystal ball. Now, that doesn't mean that your loved ones are not going to come in, because they may do that. So here we go. Let's see. I have to block out my ceiling fan. So I'm not putting my hand on really to energize myself, although it wouldn't be a bad practice to do if you had it, like mine is in the box most of the time, or over on my china closet on a safe spot where it's away from everything. I can't like leave it out. I've had it for 30 years. I'd hate to break it now. You know what I mean? So I'd hate to have one of the dogs break it. So I really put it away. And I don't. So if I kept it out, I might use it more. But right now, this is what I'm doing. I don't need to touch it, but it gets the glare off it. So it's something to know. And you can also, you don't need a crystal ball if you'd like to do some scrying, which is what this art is called. You could use a pan of water. You could be at a lake, you know, a calm day at a lake. You can use a mirror. I've heard you can use a magnifying glass. And you can use a mirror, you know, a regular mirror. That kind of thing. So you can use other things to see what works for you. And I know I paid quite a bit for this back in the day, but it came with this gorgeous stand as well. So, which is pewter, which is really kind of tall. I wish it wasn't. But the smaller ones are actually, I think, handier. I wish I had a smaller one. I don't right now, because you can hold it in your hand and you can kind of look at it a little bit better. This is kind of stationary. So let's see what we're getting. Okay, Robert. Enough of that, right? Okay, I don't know. The way these things come in, I cannot guarantee that every message that I get is for the person I'm trying to read. Sometimes things just come in. It could be for somebody else. So if it jives with you, if you think it might be yours, you know, say something in the comments. And anything that you say, I'll read out so our audio listeners will hear it. Robert, I have a carousel here, and I don't know why. That's what I have. Like the old-fashioned carousels, like if you went to a fair or the circus or something, and there was a carousel there. I see a beautiful carousel here. And there might even be remnants of this carousel still there. It's almost like a World's Fair kind of feeling with that, Robert. So I have a feeling that I have someone in spirit trying to talk to me here. I'm also seeing the yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz. And so if I was to interpret that, I would say to you, Robert, it's really kind of, you know, you're on your path of where you have to go. Follow the yellow brick road and you will get to your destination. That's the impression that I get from that. Sometimes, you know, I get movie things or song titles and I don't know why, but that's what they give me. I also feel, I'm also getting a nutcracker here. I'm seeing a very large nutcracker, you know, like Christmas time from the ballet, with the soldier kind of looking thing with the big hat, that nutcracker, that's what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm getting that. The nutcracker, like the ballet, that's what I'm seeing. So these are all, to me, kind of things that you might have gone to as a child or seen growing up, that kind of thing. Very lovely. Maybe this is someone taking you to this, but these are very lovely situations, fun, and it is a childlike awe here. So I don't know how that applies to you, but I'm going to give it to you. I also have a horse here, Robert, and if I would testify about the horse, let me see with the horse. The horse said, of course, of course, of course. The horse, I feel like Mr. Ed. The horse has a message. The horse has a message. Okay. Robert, I don't know if you have anything to do with horses, but I have a beautiful horse here, darker brown, kind of chestnutty with the little thing here, a little white. Unusual. I don't know if you used to watch something with a horse in it growing up, maybe Mr. Ed, but I feel like this horse has a message, and it's like, take your time, one step at a time. Take go one length at a time, he's saying. He's showing me a fence, you know, those white fences, paddock fences. It's like go one length at a time. So just take it easy there, Robert. More towards May, June, April, May, June, I feel a little burst of energy. Maybe that is spiritual, maybe that is on the job, but I feel something more positive coming in then. Maybe a new friendship, maybe a new romance, maybe a new something to get out of yourself. All work and no play is no good. So I'm going to leave that message with you, Robert. I wonder if that works for you. Let me know. Okay, let's see what we got. What else do we have? Melissa Parks. Okay. Okay. Oops. Why do I get these things popping up. Destiny, hi, how are you, dear? All right, the next one is Ruth Saltman. Okay. Ruth Saltman, let's see. You're probably not going to like this, but I kind of get, is there another baby on the way? I don't know why I'm saying that. I was just looking for my Vicks Vapor Rub, which I can't see now. I thought I put it in here. Okay, I guess not. I always get a stuffy nose when it's time for me to do my show. So anyway, I get another baby on the way. I know you're not going to like that. Why is that? Ruth is probably going, oh my God. She's very active with her family and her grandchildren. I'm sure she's not going to be happy about another one. But that's what I get. So pardon me. Another baby on the way. I do see you eventually working on the children's book that we talked about, and I see getting some help from the grandchildren about what like a dinosaur should look like, or what kind of teddy bear, or what kind of dog would be in there, what kind of frog or butterfly, that kind of thing. Okay, so I get there. They're making a contribution to the book, and I feel it's a children's book, possibly. I get this this feeling of Dancing with the Stars kind of feeling, and I really do feel, you know, I keep saying this, there's a romantic encounter coming. So I don't know about your social life, but I don't know if there's someone in the wings for you. I get the impression that there is. So I don't know if you're dating now or in a relationship. I don't get that impression, but I feel as if Dancing with the Stars means, and I've seen this, it's sort of a country western kind of feeling. So I'm looking at that for you, Ruth. I also see a getting away, and this may be a business getting away. This may be going someplace. I know you were at a couple of events, conventions, or fairs showing the things that you make and talking about your books. There's going to be something else, and I see you signing these books and along with a new book. So promoting maybe a new book, signing your books. So I feel it's like a long week, maybe a 3 or 4 day event. And I feel that it's away from where you live. You're a little bit of a distance away. So it's a little bit of a vacation, work and vacation for you. Something to kind of get you out of the norm, you know, of babysitting, writing, doing your show, blah, 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 you know, doing all this stuff. Something different, okay? So give you a little bit of a chance to breathe. And so maybe you'll have some kind of encounter. Maybe you will meet someone at these events, because this is who you need to hobnob with, other authors. And let's see. So I feel very good about that. And I'm getting shiny coins from someone, very shiny, like silver dollars kind of feeling from the other side. So I don't know if somebody collected these, but I'm being shown silver dollars, very shiny, like newly minted. It would be like, remember when the Kennedy half dollars came out? Everybody was trying to get those, and you would save them. It's sort of that kind of feeling. I don't know who's on the silver dollar, but it's something everybody wants. And I feel that is coming to you. I feel there are dollars coming to you for your work. And you've touched a lot of lives, is my impression. So you will be talking with people and signing books. I do feel that. So thank you for everything that you do, Ruth. It's beautiful. Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, now let's see. Sue McCarthy. Sue McCarthy, could the carousel be for me? That could be. We will go there, because Robert says no horses or carousels. Okay. I will get back to you, Sue. I got a couple of people ahead of you. I don't have any super stickers tonight because I did really good last month. So now I'm being punished. I don't have any, but that's okay. That's okay. No problem. You're under no obligation to do that. We appreciate it. I got spoiled. So I'm taking everybody first come, first serve. Okay. So did get Robert. I got Ruth. I'm on to Kavita now. Kavita. Let's see what we get. Kavita. I see like completion of your parents' home. Your parents had renovations they had to make. I feel that's done. And I feel a little travel for you. I know you're planning a trip, I think, later this year, which will be fun and successful. Spicy. I get the word spicy. So I don't know if that means relationships kind of spicy or just, food spicy. I don't know what that means, but spicy is the word that I get. What else is happening? I don't know if you ever did the cha-cha or a two-step kind of thing, Kavita, because I feel you doing that, possibly on this trip. That would be interesting, or that could be the future. But I see you dancing. I can't see exactly who with here, but I do feel doing like a two-step kind of thing, and it feels like salsa, cha-cha, something like that. I don't know if you're learning a new dance. Maybe this happened while you're in Portugal. I don't know, or back in the States. But I do feel that there's something going on here with that. Okay. And I do see a book. Of course, we've talked about this before. And I see the pages flying. I see once you get moving, flying. And each page, instead of it's writing, there is, it's an unusual book. It's a cookbook book and book artwork. And each page is like a work of art. So it's not something you can fly through and just do. It seems like each page is intricately worked on. But once it's done, I see it flying off the press, so to speak. See pages going. I see a lovely cover. So it will get done. And I feel almost 2 to 3 years with that. And I think you're a little bit procrastinating because you have other things to do. But it's like a dream, but it will get done. I think you just needed some downtime. And so you'll have a little vacation time. And I think then you will start again, maybe 2024. So I do feel that coming. And I think it's going to be a lovely year for you. Not going to be an easy year for everybody, maybe financially or job-wise or something. It's going to be kind of a difficult year in some ways. I'll get into that later. But I think that you will be okay, Kavita. So I see new and interesting people and events. Okay, so thanks for being with us tonight. All right, where am I? Veronica, hi. Veronica, you are next. Is that correct? Kavita, I did Ruth. Veronica, yes. Nice to have you with us, joining us from Australia, Veronica VB. How are you? Let's see what we got. We have, so annoying, one night that I don't know where my Vicks is. I need it. That's okay. We'll manage. I'll just be sniffing like a drug addict. That's what I feel like. I hate that. I don't know what I did with that. Isn't that weird? I just had everything like right here. I do have my Dove's chocolate that I bought myself. It was on sale. I have to have chocolate at Easter. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. What am I looking at? Veronica. Veronica, you had talked about moving. Do you see that coming into fruition? Something nice, a clean, cozy, compartmentalized kind of feeling, more nature around it. We've talked about that. Books, books, books. So I don't know if we're reading, getting rid of books, getting new books, something about books, maybe packing them up. I don't know if that's part of one of your secret pleasures, so to speak. Some people love to buy books and never get rid of them. They have their own library. I've gone more to the Kindle books because it just got to be too much for me to store them. Do you see books with pictures, maps? So maybe some of these are inherited or they're first editions, something about books. So I don't know if that belongs to someone in spirit. And get that impression there. See some canoeing or kayak. It looks like a canoe to me, Veronica. So I don't know if there's a place to canoe. Feels like it. And I hear drumming. So I think I've mentioned this before. So I don't know if this is your, I think you were the one that said you're the first people, I think you call them. You're indigenous folks. I don't know if it's coming from that or you're attending something, but I can hear drumming in the background here. There's some lovely flora, and this is like, it sort of reminds me of a big daylily. Or one of those Hawaiian trees. It's a yellow flower with white, and it's sort of like a daylily, but it grows on a tree. I don't know what that is. Kind of a viney kind of feeling. Maybe it's a vine turns into a tree or hangs off a tree. So I see that, and you can have the scent of it as well. So I got bananas here. So I don't know if there's banana trees around or if you're supposed to be eating more bananas. I don't know what that is. And I also feel that there was a crick in your neck or a crick in your back that seems to be working its way out. I hope that that makes sense to you, what I'm saying. Okay. What else do I get? I see books bookmarked. I see bookmarks in books around you. And I have a special pen. So it's maybe a fountain pen or something, but it's a special pen. It's like an heirloom keepsake or a special kind of pen. So I don't know if you bought it for yourself or someone gave it to you, but I have the impression of that. And someone's talking about a ring here. I don't have a ring. It's not a wedding ring per se. Yeah, it could be. It looks like it has little stones in it. And I feel like I want to use my left hand. So that would be a wedding ring. Could be an engagement ring. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know if you inherited this. This is from mom's side. What's this about? I don't know. But I want to point that out to you. And I see you also collecting some green kind of leaves. Could be basil and crushing them. Like, I don't know if you're going to make pesto or what's coming on here, but some kind of recipe here. So I'm going to leave you with that, Veronica. Let me know if any of that works for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, Veronica, as always. Okay. Melissa Parks. Oh, good. I'm not going to forget you this time. Melissa Parks, Melissa Parks. Well, I know who you want to hear from. We know that, right? Okay, let me see if I get this guy. Excuse me. Melissa had a brother that recently transitioned. And I just want, here it is. No, that's not it. I just want to say to you, arrived safely. I arrived safely as he skids in. I don't know if he liked baseball at all, but I get that kind of impression with him. I don't know if he watched it or played it. I also feel he's joining a few other people over there. And one or two are contemporaries of his. Or a cousin or something. I feel that there's a closeness with another, a bonding like a brother or a cousin, something like that. So they're on the other side with him. There's also a dog here that kind of reminds me of a Dalmatian in the coloring. I don't know who belonged to that dog. This brother of yours that had recently passed, I feel like he has trials and tribulations. And it wasn't all, maybe he made some rather not great choices younger, but his passing had nothing to do with that. He's kind of laughing. He says he has a sense of humor about this. And he said, I had so many brain cells, my brain was ready to explode, kind of what he tells me. He has a good sense of humor. I feel that he's depreciate. What's the word I want to say? Effacing. When you poke fun at yourself, somebody like that has a good sense of humor when they can laugh at themselves. That's the impression I get. I feel he had a troubled period of life, Melissa, but he's left that all behind. I feel more active with him. He's got some friends there. I feel music around him. I also see a motorcycle around him. I don't know if those are of interest to him, but this is what he's showing me. And he is actually kneeling in front of an older woman, and he has his hands on her lap and she's clasping his hands. It's like he ran into the room and he sunk to his knees in front of her. So would this be a grandmother of yours that he was happy to see? And she is delighted to have him, but he is on his knees in front of her, and they're chatting away and very happy to be there. And as I said, he does have a few friends over there, or contemporaries, a cousin, friend kind of feeling. Buddies. He says, my buddy or my buddies. I don't know if he means plural. And I do have this. It sort of looks like a Harlequin Great Dane, but it could be a Dalmatian. I don't know. It's kind of big, it looks like, and it's got the Dalmatian spots. He's talking about a child, so I don't know if he had children. He's talking about a child. I don't know if he's referring to a child over there or he's talking about children. But I feel if I want to thank you for what you did for him, and I feel like he left you or gave you something or left you something, and you may have found it and thought, oh, I got to put this with everything else, because I think you were taking care of some details for him when he was hospitalized, and he left something and he hopes that you got it. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's a watch, a picture. I'm not sure, but it's something you would pick up. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like there's metal around it. So if it's a picture, it's in a frame. And I don't know if it's a bracelet, a watch. I feel like there's a metal feeling to it. It's also showing me one of those old, well, I guess they still use them, beer openers, those little metal things, he's kind of laughing about that. So I don't know if that was still there, but I feel as if he left something. He hopes you got it. And a lot of love to your sons and your partner as well. He wants to thank you for everything you did. So he slid into home and he's with this older lady, could be a grandmother or a great grandmother. I have the impression that she is very glad to see him. So let's see what's coming up for you. I see you also involved, like Ruth, involved with children. And I feel it's like an art kind of program or an art thing or summer school or something like that, where kids are allowed to draw what they're getting. They're being acknowledged for what they sense and see and feel, and they don't have to worry about it and be ashamed of it. And I feel like they're writing on these pads like you do, like an artist's big pad. So I see that going on. I know you have a dog that passed, but I do have a cat wandering around here. I feel almost like a kitten, young cat. So I have this cat wandering around. Kind of, how they sashay. And your brother has left. He has your dog. He's holding your dog up. This is a small dog. that passed. Not a big, not small, not like a Chihuahua, but probably about the size of Teddy, like 30 pounds. And he's holding this dog up, so he wants to let you know. And there's some brown on it, some white, mostly white. And he says she's a good girl. She's a good girl. So I don't want you to worry about her. So Melissa, I hope that it was helpful to you. Let me know if you could take that. We are on to Destiny. Okay. Destiny, may I have a message? Let's see what we have. I have a song for you, and I want to say Smokey Robinson. I wonder if this is for you, Destiny. You're probably so young you don't even know who Smokey Robinson is. I cannot tell you what song it is, but I'm getting Smokey Robinson. And I would have to look up what his best songs were. I wish Robin was on here. She would know. I'll see if I can figure it out. Smokey Robinson. Why am I getting that? Change of locale, change of job. These are the things that you have been working on. I do see that. If I am you, I have to complete something before I get a better job. I do see you have to stick to it till the end of this year. So I do see you doing that. Don't be scattered. Focus your energy. I feel like a new locale with you, like I'm moving somewhere. I have a thought in mind. Maybe if you complete, there will be a job offer. Who knows? Let me type this in. Smokey Robinson, American singer-songwriter. And let's see. Labels, Motown, Universal. Wow. Being with you. Just to see her. One Heartbeat. The Miracles, Cruising. So one of those songs, you have to look him up and see if anything resonates with you. So Smokey Robinson, where do I get that? I also have a lady here, Destiny, who is saying, and I feel like from the islands, I want to say I have an older lady from the islands. I don't know if this is a relative and I can see her, or a spirit guide. But I want to say to you, she says, stop believing everything everybody tells you. You're like a sponge. This is what she says. You're like a sponge. She's like, pick what feels right to you and stay with that. And don't be afraid. And she's talking about a particular psalm from the Bible. And it's about fear. So let me see. I don't remember which one that would be. I want to say 28, but I don't know. 27. I'll be damned. Look at that. Excuse me. Psalm 27 of David. The Lord is my light. And let's see. Wait. I just messed it up. My heart will not fear though war break out against me. Even then I will be confident. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek. Wow. All right, let's see. The Lord is my stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked advance against me to devour me, it is my enemies and my foes who will stumble and fall. Destiny. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will remain confident. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. For in the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. And it does go on. And set me high upon a rock. That is Psalm 27. I suggest you take a look at that. That's what I'm being given for you, and it will work out. Okay, I hope that works for you. Thanks, Destiny, for joining us. Okay, so we have Sue McCarthy. Hi, Sue. How are you? I think we've met before. And you were talking about a carousel might actually work for you. Sue McCarthy. A horse and oh, Linnell's on here. Linnell, private message me for your reading that you won last week. Hi, Jax. Where are we? Linnell. Oh, Linnell, thank you. I'll get to you. I'm just in the middle of something. I will get right at you. And I will read you some feedback. What was I just doing? So easy to distract me. Oh, Destiny says, I am here and I know Smokey. Okay, good. You tell me of that island woman a lot. I do? Okay, she will check that out. Linnell will be free tomorrow. That works for me too, hon. So we'll get in contact here. I think we're in a different time zone. Thanks, my friend. Okay, so we took care of Destiny. I am on Sue McCarthy right now. Now, Sue McCarthy, and then I'm going to get to our Linnell's, our super sticker. Sue McCarthy, could the carousel be for me? Let's take a look. Because Robert says no carousel or horses for him. All right. Now, remember, Robert, this could be, doesn't have to be evidence. It could be a message. Okay. So the way I presented it might be a little confusing for you. But, you know, I get what I get. I got to give what I get. So I felt like sometimes pictures like this are telling a story. It's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, but Sue McCarthy says she could take it. So let's go on with the carousel. The carousel feels like it is still somewhere. I still feel like it is around. It is stationary. It's not mythical. It's not in the 4D or in space. It is an actual place. Now I have a horse. We talked about a horse is a horse, a horse, a horse. Of course. I have this horse here for you. And his name is like Star or something. I get like a feeling of Star, maybe because of this here, or something Jupiter or Luna or something like that. Something like astrological is my feeling. Let me know if that works for you, Sue. But I feel like a devotion here. So I don't know if you had a horse in the past or if you knew a horse. I also feel for you. I'm trying to stay in the crystal ball thing. So that's what I get on the carousel is a real place that you went to. And maybe somebody collected them. Now, Robert, that could also be somebody collected them. Could be at a carnival, you know. So you kind of have to think about it a little bit. But I'm going to go with this with Sue for a moment. I have a feeling it belongs with Sue, actually. But I do feel, Sue, this is an actual place. I feel as though I have an older gentleman as well. I have an older gentleman, Sue. And he's saying to me, just like the show, The Price is Right. Something about The Price is Right. So I don't know if you're looking to buy something, moving, doing something new, but you're going to find the place and you'll know because the price will be right. I don't know if it's a car, a home, you know, rent, what it is, but you will know because the price will be right. And I do see a trade-off. Something's a trade-off. Maybe I'm going into a smaller space, but I have more amenities with it. Or maybe I'm giving up a small manageable place for a bigger place. There's a trade-off here for you, Sue. So I hope that you can take that. I also have the words France here. So I don't know if you're thinking about a visit there. You're from there. I don't know why I have France here, but I'm going to leave you with that. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Sue. Appreciate it. Okay. Let me get to my super sticker, who is Linnell this evening. And then I'll read you some feedback. And then we'll see what time we have. Linnell, thank you for your super sticker. If you were in line, you're waiting for a reading or you got a reading, please hit the like button. We appreciate that. Every show host needs the like button smashed because that helps our algorithms and our analytics. And we just got, Tiffany does a beautiful job on reporting back to us all the countries that view us and or listen to and where we're being broadcast and how many people liked our show and how many watchers we had on Rumble and all this is very, very technical. So we can see how the growth of Goldylocks Productions. So please hit the like button. It does help us. Linnell. And I'm getting the Wizard of Oz for you too. And I have this scene of we're off to see the wizard, where we have Dorothy the dog running, and the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man. They're all, I can see that scene where they're walking towards, I guess they're going to the Emerald City. So I have that song. Of course, what's the song? We're off to see the wizard. So I have that for you. The embarrassing things one must do to deliver the message. Singing is not my forte. I have that feeling. Also, I have a seahorse here for you, Linnell. I don't know why. Why do I have a seahorse here? So if there's a visit to the ocean, we know you went to Hawaii. So I don't know if that is meaningful, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm getting some symbols here. I also have, also want to say I have a butterfly, and I want to say gypsy moth. I don't know why. So I do, what does the Wizard of Oz mean? I think someplace that you are looking to go to. Something very symbolic. I'm being told something very symbolic here. So I don't know if it's the butterfly, the gypsy moth. I don't know what that means. Also, I have some kind of jewelry that is handcrafted. Jewelry, shells, stones, braiding, like threading, some kind of material, macrame, something like that. I have a feeling of that. And I also get comedy club for you, Linnell. So I don't know if you have a comedic act that you would be doing. That would not surprise me in the least. I feel that you've been being visited in trance by, I have a Native American is very strong. And maybe another gentleman as well, that are knocking on your door to come through. Maybe you want to record it. If you are doing trance, don't forget to get yourself grounded, go in safely, come out safely. If you have somebody with you, that would be better. I always recommend that. Although I've gone into trance by myself and had to snap myself out of it, but some people don't, and that's not too good. But I feel as if there's a Native American presence that wants to talk and use your voice box, and an older gentleman as well. So I hope that is meaningful to you, though you've put those things on the back burner at the moment, and that's okay. If I am you, I'm rearranging, restuffing, reboxing, recycling, repurposing. A lot of re's here, R-E's, a lot of R's going on. So I hope that is meaningful to you. I feel like also I'm getting rid of stuff that no longer serves me if I am you. And I'm scaling down my essentials. Let's put it that way. Thank you so much for joining us, Linnell. Thank you for the super sticker, as always. I wish I could pull you a card. I don't have any cards here with me at the moment. But I love that butterfly for you because I think it's transformation and freedom. Okay. Who else do I have? Okay, I have Jax. Jax. Okay. Jax. Then I'm going to read some comments. Tracks of my tears. That's it. Thank you. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Jax. Have I read for you before? I don't know if it's a male or female. Then I'm going to start. Got a lot of comments here. Sue McCarthy, thank you for that super sticker. I appreciate it. I didn't see that before. Thank you very much. Let's see. Jax. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if it's male or female. So if I don't mean to be insulted, I don't know. I see a golden retriever here, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if this is your golden retriever. If it's in heaven, I don't know, but I have a golden retriever here. Could be symbolic for something. Could be retrieving something. I feel if I'm you, I have, I also getting playing cards here. I think they're playing cards. I don't think they're tarot cards. Could be playing cards. People also read playing cards. I don't know how, but they do. I guess by numerically, when they're clubs, hearts, whatever, they do that. I have them around you, so I don't know what this means. I don't know if you're Closet gambler, you just like to play poker. I don't know what this means. I'm going to give it to you. Golden retriever, playing cards. I feel if I am you, I have a mission. I feel like I'm on a mission of, and it's, I don't know if it's humanitarian. I don't know if I'm going overseas. I don't know if I was in the service. I don't know what the mission is. I don't know if it's a mission statement, but I have something about you and a mission. How's my timing? 8:52. I don't think I'm going to have time to do any more predictions globally tonight. How about golden wedding ring here? So, Jax, I don't know if you are married or getting married, proposing or being proposed to. I don't know, but I get this gold ring. I also have a soldier here. So I don't know if someone was a soldier, if you were a soldier or a relative was a soldier, but I have a soldier here. And I also get that word mission. So I don't know what that means. Somebody killed on a mission. Somebody went on a mission. I'll leave that for you to interpret. And I also have wheels of a car, a sports car. I'm being shown a sports car, kind of a flashy kind of sports car, maybe red. And I see the wheels. It looks like a convertible, but I'm seeing the wheels are kind of fancy. So I don't know if this applies to you. I hope it does. I'm just throwing it out here. This is a new venture for me, the crystal ball. That's what I'm getting. I do get, and I also want to talk about, what's the name of that song? Oh, 3 Steps. Give me 3 Steps. That's Ronnie Van Zant. Twice now I've talked to him, at least twice. He comes in when Gary Rossington passed away. I didn't know all this about Van Sant at the time of his death. He died in 1977, and I was just getting married. I just got married in 1976, but I believe my ex-husband in spirit brought Van Sant to me, Leonard Skinner to me, the band members, because that was one of his, I mean, it was like the favorite. I'm pretty sure it was like my ex-husband's favorite. And I remember at the time that music, and he's been coming out, and I get their song, Jax, Give Me 3 Steps, which is when he was almost got shot, actually. The song was written about. So I wonder if that is meaningful to you. Let me know. All right, let me read some comments before we close tonight. I think I got everybody. Thank you, Sue. And, oh, cards could be because of a medium. Okay, mission to help humanity, common law. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jax, for that. Okay. Cards could be because I'm a medium. I don't know if there's someone in spirit around you that was in the service. That could be Jax, Jax. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Could be because I'm a medium. Okay. Look up that song by Ronnie Van Zant. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Okay. Oh, your dad was in the service. Okay. Thank you very much for validating that. Thank you. And I hope you join us again. Okay. Robert Myers. Just remember, my mom watched The Wizard of Oz every year. And you know what? I think it was around this time of the year it came out. It always comes out around the holidays. Maybe it was Christmas, but I thought it was in the spring. Jax is not a gambler. Sue McCarthy says, Tears of a Clown. I think that was Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson's songs, Cruisin', Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. You really got a hold on me. That's correct. Female, and no, I haven't. I have not read for Jax before, and she's a female. Okay. I don't know if you're married, but I have this gold ring here. Liddell says, thanks. We'll connect tomorrow. Appreciate you. Great read, darling, from Linnell. Thank you so much for your donation. So let's see. TM safety always. Goosebumps. Night travel is up. Yes, I can learn that way. I'm getting cobblestones. Okay. Understand. Robert says he understands. Sue McCarthy says, we were looking for a house in Florida. Good. And yes, she had a horse. And he had a star on his forehead, and we called him Cisco. Okay, I was wrong. But he did have a star on his forehead. Cisco to me would be like Cisco, Cisco, like from Billy the Kid, something like that. Mr. Ed. And Destiny says, thanks, my friend. Many blessings. Where am I? 6:56. I can't read that. Linnell, we'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Veronica says. My daughter has the ring, great aunt mother's side. Okay. My mom has a book addiction. Haha. And she said, you mentioned old books in a canoe before. I've yet to work it out, but because it keeps coming up, I'll ask a family member if it means something. Okay. Kavita says, thanks, Carolan. I am painting again, and I'm planning on doing some art shows this year, one this month, and I'll work on the book after I get back from Portugal. Fabulous. Thank you. All right. Thanks for that feedback. Okay. Ruth Saltman says, great message, Carolan. Thank you. Oh, thank you for being here. Ruth says, I'm expecting a new grandson in June. Yay. Okay. I thought you had that one already. I'm losing track, Ruth, of how many grandchildren you have. Feels like a lot, but I think it's only 2, 3. But that's enough. Okay, where are we? And Sue said she had just had a meditation with a carousel. Okay, cool. And I think I got everyone. Got Melissa. I didn't get anything back from her, so she must be. She does what I do. She gets on, and then she's got another show she's got to get caught up on or posting or something. Let's see what we got. Navy. Jack says, my dad, Navy, and thank you. You are welcome. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We are at, I think, we are at 8:58. Okay. Join us next week. I don't know what we're doing yet, but I would be delighted if you join us. Jack says, thank you so much, gratitude and appreciation for you. Thank you. Same here. Thank you for joining us. I'm very flattered. What do we have coming? I have another minute. What do we have coming here? So let me take a quick look. I wasn't too happy with my global predictions, I got to tell you. As always, I say prep. I talked about the money. I talked about loss of internet, loss of Google, like out for a couple of weeks, maybe an attack on a power grid. I also saw an attempt on the life of maybe a congressman. I see a gentleman. It's a white gentleman, dark hair, white shirt on and tie, slacks. He doesn't have his jacket on, and I feel like he's running up the Capitol steps or something. And I feel like there's an attempt in broad daylight. I saw that. I also saw Japan coming up and making some kind of move. I don't know which way. But I do feel that we're going to get to the other side of this whole event. And as Tiffany and I were talking, some kind of weird things happening to us. I think it's the energy. Everything's kind of topsy-turvy. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. But, it's not going to be without its pitfalls. So I always advise, if you can put a little money away, put a little food away, put some water away, just be on the safe side. It doesn't hurt. Don't forget to check out our shirts on spreadshirt.com. And please also check out my website, carolancarey.com. And I also have a blog, The Lighthouse, on there. You can see my previous readings, crystal ball readings, and my celebrity readings as well. So thank you. We're at 9:00. Blessed Passover and happy Easter. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.